Well, greetings, YouTube model people. How's it going? Okay, coming at you here with a quick channel update, projects update, a small stash update, and just a Thanksgiving Day message. It is actually Wednesday, November 25th, 2020. Yes, we're on Thanksgiving Day Eve, which is quite interesting because, well, it's the 25th, so that means in 1 month it'll be Christmas Day. So the year is just flying by, and it will be coming to a close very soon. Um, Also, another side note about Thanksgiving Day Eve, it's interesting little random trivia, is that it's actually in the United States, it's the second biggest pizza day. Obviously, Super Bowl Sunday is the busiest pizza day, but most people get going on Thanksgiving Day Eve, preparing for Thanksgiving Day, all different kind of cooking and food and preparations, baking pies, whatever. So a lot of people just opt for a quick, easy meal and just say, "Yeah, let's get a pizza." So there you go. Again, just some random fact. So let's start with the projects update real quick. It's really project update, singular, not plural, because I've only been really working on one project. I've been working on my Tamiya 148 scale um, Abrams tank. And it's getting close to being done at this point. Unfortunately, though, I misplaced my decals for this kit. There's not too many decals on this kit, maybe 8 or so. But I don't know. I put it in such a good place, I don't remember where I put it. And I looked everywhere the last 2 days. I took a little time out and cleaned some things out and went to the areas where I would normally keep decals. And they're not there. I don't know what happened to them. Maybe I ended up in all my cleaning process throwing them out somehow. Got in between some papers, I guess, maybe, or something. Anyway, so obviously it's been painted. I went over the tank also with a light wash of the dark brown. This is a Vallejo model wash. This is water-based. Water-based washes are kind of difficult to get off once they've gone on. If you do it on a like a dull coat, like I have here, a flat coat. I've never tried it over gloss coat, but anyway, that being said, we put a wash on, let that dry, and then we went back and kind of dusted things up a bit with this MIG pigment. This is the, let's see, the Gulf War sand. And these are not the cheapest things in the world, these little bottles, but they last quite a long time. And they are meant to be for scale model building. So it's probably worth your investment. To get something like this. Now, there's a lot of companies. MIG was famous for being one of the main companies to sell pigment, but now there's so many different ones. You can, sky's the limit, really. And another thing that's fun to do sometimes with these pigments is to mix them together, and you get your own original colors that way. I've done that in the past. So, with the tank itself, this actually gunner and gun is just sitting there and they're not glued in yet. And there's another gun that goes on this side. I'm just wanted to keep them out of the way and I didn't want to risk knocking them off or breaking them and all that good stuff. So but we just set this up here for the video so you can get a little idea what it might look like when it's done. The tracks, they're painted rubber black, and then the edges are painted with just a little bit of dull silver and then a little bit of that brown wash over the top just to kind of blend them in there. But yeah, so this one's almost done. Really, the only thing that's going to hold this up, obviously, is me ordering new decals and getting them in. Another project that I've just basically, sadly, wasted my time with this morning, which was this here, this little metal figure, the female wizard, Ice Wizard. Here she is. I went way too overboard with the blue on the front. So what's a good thing about that is I use water-based paints, and you can just rinse and wipe that right off and restart. So really, there should be no fear to you guys out there who want to get into figure painting or anything like that. If you use water-based paint, I mean, it's pretty easy to set things back to zero and just try again till you get it right, or the way you want it to look, basically. So that's the project's update. Now, just show you a couple things I bought recently as part of a stash update. And this one I saw in someone's kind of slideshow of their stash. It was from a while ago. I was just looking at some random videos. And so here's the one I saw in the person's video. This MB Masterbox LTD zombie series, Zombie Hunter Road to Freedom kit. And it actually includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figures, but it does not include the motorcycle, which is kind of unfortunate. And it also includes this gear on the back too, but it does not include the motorcycle itself, which is kind of a bummer. But actually, they have a picture on the back of everything. So here's all the parts that are included. And yeah, I just thought it would be a cool diorama to do. It's in 1/35th scale, so it's not insanely huge. And there's lots of things out there 1/35th scale you can use to accessorize and to create a diorama. I did see an awesome kind of broken down, falling apart building kit out there, but it's no longer in production. And even on eBay, I couldn't find it. So it was pretty cool because it had a fire escape and like stairs that went all the way down to the street kind of thing. And it was really neat looking. But again, really, it's not available right now. And I don't really want to wait. So I kept searching around and found something I never even heard of before. It's this company called Dioramas Plus. And basically in this 1/35th scale again, and I found this building here. And actually it comes with some of the debris, but not all of the debris, but it does come with some of it. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really looks to be well made. But the thing that's a little bit unique about this is that it's made of plaster, not plastic or resin. So if we take a look over here, you can just see some of the detailing, which is really good. Although plaster is definitely a bit fragile to the touch. I mean, if you rubbed along here, long enough, you would probably, wear away some of it and chip some of it away. For this project, it's not going to make really much of a difference, but if you're doing something a little bit more, exact, you have to be careful with it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into that. I did order, I don't know if I just mentioned that, but I ordered a motorcycle kit. It should be actually arriving here in the next couple of days. So that'll be cool. And then for this hole here, they have a tank kind of sitting in there. I don't want to make this a war scene. Again, it's a zombie scene. I looked through my old stash of stuff, and as I was cleaning stuff, I forgot I had this little Jeep that it was really cheap at a model show I was at one time. One of the vendors had like $2, $3 kits sitting there, and this was one of them, and I just bought it to kind of experiment some things with armor builds. And I do have the tire for it. It's laying over on the other side of the room there. So I might do that instead of the tank, put the Jeep in there, kind of like laying in there with some smoke coming out or something, or maybe upside down with some smoke coming off of it. Or if I can find a 1/35th scale civilian vehicle, I might do that instead. I haven't figured it out just yet. But yeah, this project I'll be looking to get into sooner than later. It's something a little different, and I like doing dioramas, and yeah, I'm just really kind of motivated to do something with this one pretty soon. And talking about stash real quick, I probably had the biggest bottle cap stash of anybody, meaning plastic water bottles and all that kind of stuff. I used to save them all the time, and I still do. Although I think I'm good for a while, because here, while cleaning out stuff again, I had all these separate bags with all the caps in them, and I just kind of put them all into one big bag and consolidated them all into one stash. So as you can see here, I'm good for a while, as it appears, and I use them all the time. Again, I saw a tip in a magazine years ago about you can put glue in there and paint and anything you really want. I use it for the pigments, and I used it for both the wash and the pigments, kind of thing. And as you can see, here's a bigger one. But yeah, I use them all the time. So there's a little tip to pass on if you guys don't do that. Save your bottle caps. They actually do come in handy. So that's basically it, folks. Sorry things are kind of jibber jabber here. Just kind of getting the video done here. I'm on my way after this to go help my mom out with some Thanksgiving Day preparation. I am responsible for making the pumpkin pies, so I'll be doing that a little bit later today. And while we're on the Thanksgiving note, I just want to extend my wishes to each and every one of you and your families, friends, that you have an awesome fun, happy, and safe, healthy Thanksgiving. Please be careful. It is a different situation this year for most of us. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. With this virus going on, try to follow some of the recommended things they're putting out there if you can. And yeah, just be safe, enjoy, and yeah, we'll be talking to you after Thanksgiving. So talk to you then. Cheers.